Hello, everybody. Can you see and hear me all right tonight? I hope you guys are doing well. I apologize for running a little bit behind schedule. I had to make sure to set the intention before starting this live stream. I'm feeling a little bit tired today. My energy is kind of low, but I still wanted to go live for you guys anyways. I see some comments rolling through. I will be able to check those out in just a minute. We're still kind of just setting the intention, the vibes for today's live stream. I apologize if I seem low energy. I am just tired. It's been a week. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your patience and your energy being with me tonight. I really like to just set like the proper intention, to heal. And sometimes that takes concentration and consecration, because you got to consecrate this candle. You got to set the intention, you got to do your rituals, your affirmations, you just want to put out the best energy that there is. So please drop in the comments where you guys are tuning in from so we can all connect tonight, where you're at, where you guys are. I have some tea, some pretty strong tea keeping me awake, so if you guys don't have tea, I suggest you grab some now. We have Angel Deck, Angel Guidebook, New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey tonight. What's happening over there? Hello, Florida. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Not so sunny Florida. Oh no. Rainy days in Florida. What's going on? Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys sharing your energy with me tonight. It means a lot. Great state of Texas. Let's go, Pierre. I saw you. I'm dying. Hello. I'm dying. Yep. Excuse me, guys. I just choked. Driving to Utah. Hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Excuse me. I'm choking and dying out here. But we're rolling with it. Let's get some cards. What's in the collective energy? This is a really strong bundle. This ain't even sage. This is next level. I just choked on whatever this is. I believe it's like rosemary leaf. I'm not sure. Now this will set on fire very easily. So I'm not about to light this up. Yeah, I like Batman. No, I'm not, but my heart goes out to the people in the LA fires. Oh, hello. Welcome, everyone. Okay. No, I haven't. But that would be cool if I had. I wish. I would love to get certified as a Reiki healer. Oh my goodness. We are off to quite a start. Cough in 5 minutes into this live stream. That is of Wizard of Oz. Emerald City. Emerald City, Emerald City. Honestly, no. Honestly, no. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people who love it. I appreciate the love behind it, but honestly, no. Okay, let's get some cards. What's going on? What's going on with this energy tonight? What's going on? What does the collective need to know? Are you guys stretching? Are you guys deep breathing? Actually, before we even get started, let's do a deep breathing exercise, everyone that's tuning in. I want you guys to breathe in deeply like you're smelling a flower. And then exhale when you're ready, like you're blowing out a birthday candle, okay? So it's going to be like, all right. Inhale, smell the flower. And then exhale like you're blowing out a birthday candle. Feel free to breathe along with me, everybody. Do you believe in right person, wrong time? I believe what's meant for you will be for you, and you won't have to force it. Although there's life lessons and everything, but so to an extent, sure, but I also believe what's meant for you will be for you, if that makes sense. Okay, so we got the slow it down card with the moonstone. Maybe that's why we all took a deep breath at the beginning of this live stream. We got slow it down. Anybody dealing with some racing thoughts? Where did you get your bread spread? I have no idea. Thank you, though. Thank you for asking. Let's see. I saw some other questions at the beginning. Amanda, are you there? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. How can I learn to trust people? I'm still recovering from a lifetime of being bullied. So trusting people is going to be a lot about gaining trust back with yourself. That's what it really is about, right? It can be hard to trust people, but it's even more difficult when you don't trust yourself, right? If you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust that intuition, if you don't trust that gut, and it's a journey, man. Like, it's a journey to trust yourself and come into alignment with all your parts. But when I'm thinking trusting other people, I'm thinking about that self-trust. How's that self-trust doing? Hello, 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 welcome. Hi, Amanda. How to develop self-love? I mean, hey, from the minute we're born, that's all we're doing is developing self-love, right? Even through the suffering, you know, like even when you hate yourself the most, like you'll come to find that that'll be a form of love if you think about it. But yeah, self-love takes time. If you first have to start by respecting yourself. And ooh, mystery card coming through. Self-love is a mystery, meaning it's a mystery for everyone, right? You know what I mean? Like, we're all on each our separate journeys of self-love. What does self-trust mean? It means developing trust for yourself. Oh my gosh. Do you guys want me to bring Zizi? Hold on. I gotta close the window. We got Zizi here with us tonight. That's a great idea. We should include Zizi in these streams. I'm sure he would like it. What does self-trust mean? I mean, it's about learning to trust all parts of yourself. There's likely parts of you that are frozen in time, trapped in traumas, and this can make it extremely difficult to trust yourself. Because sometimes you've betrayed yourself, probably when you were young. Other people betrayed you. And these young parts have kind of lost trust for you, so they kind of take over at times. Hello, yes, we got ZZ. But keep dropping your questions in the comments. Keep dropping your questions in the comments. We're going to get to reading some tarot pretty soon here. Seeing what's going on in these cards, seeing what's going on in the collective energy tonight, okay? Okay, we got the avoid drama card coming through. I'm sensing some doubt in the air. I'm still getting used to this, guys, doing all this collective energy, getting in touch with my intuition. That's why I was running late, because I really had to ground myself. Like, it's going to take time, you know? Talk about self-trust. I'm developing self-trust with myself to do this live stream. That's really what it's about, you know? Let's see. Avoid drama. So, there's too much drama in the air to think straight. Someone is being overly provocative. You, ? Don't stress, it won't change anything. Backing down or off is sometimes the best play. You need to trust that the situation will be fine. So this is actually about trusting the situation that you guys are in right now, for who is ever hearing this. So it's saying it's easy to get wrapped up in dramas right now, even to feel a little bit like it's too much, maybe some feelings of overwhelm. What you're dealing with is noise. Don't fall for it. And don't believe everything people tell you. It's time for you to take a step back from everything that is swirling around you. Being overly involved is an easy trap. The more you wade in and get entangled now, the more unnecessarily intense the whole situation is going to become. Consider the possibility that you're not quite thinking straight at this moment. So this is a lot about grounding, you guys. Maybe there's a situation where your head is just kind of going off the rails. This card is just kind of serving as a friendly reminder to ground yourself. Stay focused on those things that are important to you. There's a lot of drama in the outside world. There's specifically a lot of drama online with this card coming through, right? Like, we live in a day and age where everybody's just fighting with each other online. So with this card coming through, it's just serving as a reminder to focus on what's important for you, what's in touch with your energy, what falls in line with your heart. Are you thinking about your priorities? You know? I don't know what that is. What's third place is? Do you think men who shower women with praise at every opportunity makes them come across as pathetic? No, not at all. But are you showering yourself with praise, right? Are you doing that for yourself? Because if you want to give love to other people, if you want to give praise to other people, go be it. But are you praising yourself? Are you truly respecting yourself, your consciousness? I mean, when you walk into a room, are you going to light candles? I had a therapist tell me this once. She said, she told me, this therapist, she's like, you know, self-love and developing this new conscious respect for yourself is walking into a room and lighting up candles just because you walked into it, just because you walked into that room, not any other special reason. It don't got to be your birthday. Are you walking into a room? Are you really lighting those candles? And hey, you know what? I'm not going to lie. My room was messy today, okay? I had a messy room. I kind of cleaned up just for the stream. But we really have to start thinking about, you know, how are we treating our surroundings? How are we treating ourselves? How are we treating our bodies, the place that houses our souls? How are we treating that home? And it's not like a shame thing. It's a journey, right? Like, I'm still on this journey as well. How do you know when you're out of your comfort zone? That's a good question. I think you'll automatically know. In my experience, when I sense that something's outside of my comfort zone, I get like a a little kick, like a little bit of like a high. I'm just like, this is out of my comfort zone. Like my adrenaline is pumping. You get the idea. I advocate for anti-shame in terms of accepting aspects of yourself. I think if you want to change something, if you want to fix something, if you want a particular pattern to change, you got to first accept yourself, you know? Mm-hmm. Did some people call you a witch? Yeah, people call me a witch all the time. Call me a witch, call me a sage, call me whatever you want, you know? Quite frankly, and I was getting this message today, but for those of you that kind of struggle with what other people think about you, quite frankly, what other people think about you is none of your dang business. And I say that with love. I really do. It's none of your dang business what other people think about you. You know what I mean? You just got to focus on yourself. And this is something that I've been struggling with. Like I hope you guys don't think I'm preaching at you when I'm talking to myself. When I'm doing these live streams. Are you religious? I respect all religion and all forms of spirituality that every human kind of expresses on this earth. I would say I'm very spiritual, but sometimes that type of language gets abused and used real quickly and tossed around, so take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, you know, and then we gotta stop shaming ourselves about shaming ourselves. Do you see how this goes full circle like that, you guys? Do you see how crazy that is? Okay, let's get another card. What else do we need to know? Let's pull from the angel deck, okay? I know. Too many Oh, you were talking about, never mind. I thought you were talking about life when you said this. Frank, I thought you were talking about life. Like, life comes with too many contradictions. I'm like, you're not wrong. It can feel like that sometimes, right? Okay, let's see. What does this collective energy need to know? What does this Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That means so much. Your energy just being on this live is magical, you guys. You guys are the magic, okay? I may have a deck of cards in my hands, but don't let anybody forget. You guys are the magic, okay? There's a lot more magic that you guys haven't even unlocked within your souls, within your consciousness yet. Okay, we got the Queen of Earth coming through. So this card's about creativity, sensitivity, and this is about taking a sensible approach. I think with that avoid drama card coming through earlier that we had, avoid drama with this card, this is a time to be very sensible right now, be very practical. We got some past memories coming through with that Six of Water. I don't know if something's coming up from y'all's past. I don't know if there's anything coming up, but this is advising you to take a sensible approach right now. Also, just take what resonates, as you guys all know. How can I overcome my insecurities and fear of losing someone? I encourage you to get in touch with your body. You know, take a somatic approach. Where in your body are you feeling that fear about losing someone? And I would get curious about it, right? Don't judge it. Don't shame it. Don't freak out about it. Get curious. Like, what is this part of my body? This part that's scared of losing someone? Maybe when you feel more into it, it's like an abandonment wound. What is this abandonment wound trying to tell me right now? And then the more you can like feel your body, where is this abandonment wound, this fear of losing somebody? Okay. Let's say this fear of losing somebody, this is in your chest area, like your chest tightens when you think about that. Okay. Get curious about that. I used to think there was no good people in general. Never thought someone would go public with such a good soul. Oh, yeah, I mean, it can feel like that though, man. Like the world's a dark place. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm just here to shine a little bit of light onto it, you know? Dr. Don Warrior said that the world's a game and we're all players. You can think of it like that. But lately, if you guys haven't seen my last YouTube video, I would check it out because I really don't think there's such thing as winning or losing in this life. I really don't. I really, really don't. I really hate looking at life from the perspective of this is something that you just need to win or something that you just need to lose. Like, it's just going to be a journey of, potentially trying to get your pain and your suffering to slow down. It's going to be a journey of discovering yourself. It's going to be a real 3D dream up in here. That's what life is. Very 3D. Okay. Amanda, will women be turned off by a man who doesn't know his way around the bedroom? Women be turned off by a man. I think context is everything when it comes to this question. I don't think so. No. I mean, as long as, I don't think so. No. But I think that communication when it comes to intimacy and really listening can go a long way, right? Wait. Do you agree that people are just mechanical robots? No, human beings, we're so effed up. We are so effed up. Like, there's no other way to put it. If we're mechanical robots, I don't even know how. Like, everybody's a mess. We're so messed up as human beings. Not in a bad way, in a loving way. I say that with love. But robot who? Robot where? I only see the human in everyone. Amanda, do you blame men for objectifying women? No, not at all. Reality unfolded the way it unfolded, man. Like, you got to think about it. How old are you? You got here, like, I believe that I remember a YouTube comment you left. I believe you're in your 30s. So you got here, what, like 30 something years ago? How is that, consciousness, life, reality? It's been going on far longer than we can even imagine. And survival's a thing. Like, you can be all spiritual, you can get all third eye you want, but that doesn't change the fact that we're humans and survival is a nasty thing at times, right? Like, humans really had to end each other to get to survive. Like, you have to understand that that's part of our ancestors and our species. Wait, isn't it wild how we all need more self-love, but we also have an ego problem? It's complicated. Yeah, and me personally, this is just a personal belief of mine. I really don't resonate with the term ego a lot because I'm like, what is an ego? You know what I mean? I really like thinking about the human mind in a system of parts. And these parts can be made of emotions. So you might have a happy part, you might have a jealous part, or you might have, a self-isolating part. And I look at the jealous part and the self-isolating part as different. But maybe somebody would just look at those two parts as ego. Like, I think ego, it's too it's too, like, broad. But no hate to that comment. I agree. Amanda, what's the best way to handle bullies who mock our physical appearance? Actually, a lot of times when we feel isolated and disconnected from our crowd, from other humans, we'll look in the mirror as if it's something that we can control, and we'll nitpick it. It'll almost become a form of anxiety or a form of OCD. We'll nitpick our human body. So I think that that's a response to being bullied as well, right? But you gotta have some perspective, I guess. A lot of people project and transfer their insecurities onto other people. So if people are, calling out your looks and you haven't done anything to them, you haven't been mean to them, I would be asking myself what's going on in their mind to where that's like an appropriate thing that they think that they can do. Do you realize you have a great bedside manner? Thank you. I think that's really like an old saying, bedside manner. I don't even really know what that means, but thank you. I somehow made it, surviving is winning, a long quote I have. Yes. Amanda is totally a moral relativist. I mean, I like the quote, nothing is good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. So the reality is that if you really want to get deep into spirituality, nothing really has like meaning, but then is that just a meaning that you're applying to everything? I don't know. This topic will go off the rails, so let me not. Amanda, I'm sorry if this is inappropriate. I'm not answering that question. I do apologize, but feel free to drop any other questions. And I think that most problems people have with women not being able to be vulnerable with them is a problem of whom tries to get along. Wait. I don't know what the first part means. I think that most problems people have with women and not, yeah, I think a lot of people struggle to get vulnerable, right? Especially men with women, and that's really what creates the connection there. No, not really. No. But I believe in generational trauma, if that makes sense. Like, I believe that there's certain things that you're born into, certain things that you can't control. But I don't think that the future is like set in stone, right? Like every second is like going, I mean, time is really weird if you really think about it. But some of these topics I'll go off the rails, so let me not. Alrighty, okay, let's pull. Okay, we're gonna pull a card, you guys. We're gonna pull another card. Let's see, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to hear at this time? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to hear at this time? Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I really appreciate your energy tonight. Just for liking, sharing. I just want you guys to know that if I'm given to you, just know you're given to me right now by being in this live. Amanda, should I join online dating service after I alter my picture and get a better chance of hooking a fish? If you want to, man. Okay, so we got the 10 of Fire card coming through. This is about too much work going on, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related concerns. Let's actually read the 10 of Fire. In the original tarot, this is like the 10 of Wands. So this is about carrying a lot of burdens right now. You guys may be feeling heavily burdened by stress. Stress is a real thing. It's a real disease. It affects us all. Okay. ASMR lover, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. I'm not sure personally. I would love to answer that, but I don't know if I have the knowledge on that. Hello. Okay, let's read the 10 of Fire. Okay. So, the 10 of Fire. You're working too hard and have put in too many hours. There's a need to balance professional and personal sides of your life. I gotta take another sip of water. You're trying to do too much. A good first step is to be willing to accept assistance from others. Hold on, my throat chakra is getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? If we really want to go there. I've been dying. A good first step is to be willing to accept assistance. There's hope for a successful resolution in your current project. However, it's best if you cut unnecessary or burdensome activities from your schedule. Slow your pace to be a more comfortable level. Additional meanings of this card: all work, no play, darkness before dawn, stress-related health problems, obsessive behavior. This could be some OCD flaring up for some of you. I have a hard time accepting help. Yeah. Above water, I've been there. Before I first went to therapy, and this was before I really started posting consistently on YouTube. I had to ask for help. And unfortunately had to get to a really dark point until I was ready Don't let yourself get to that point if you can avoid it. But sometimes, that's the only way that we get there and ask for help is when we literally reach our wits end and we're just like, I am not going to survive unless I ask somebody for help, but don't let it get to that point if I were to give you any advice. But no worries. Thank you for tuning in. As an old-fashioned person, should I continue to hold out for true love or just give in to wham bam? Don't give in. Hold out. I'm also, I feel that, like, hold out. Can you explain some tarot theory, like any deck of cards be definitive? I don't know if I can. Some tarot theory. I don't know if I can because I'm just like so new to it. I think that I don't really like the idea of telling for the future, if that makes sense. I don't like the idea of like fortune telling. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends. Tarot can be easily abused, and I'm just trying not to do that. Try not to be too extra with it. Just trying to use it as a healing tool as opposed to like some spiritual woo-woo that you like use and abuse. Putting our egos aside and thinking we are one way or another, but try to find someone to seek out. A glance into, it's about, for me personally, this is about sitting with the most uncomfortable parts of yourself and going over them with somebody else. Like if you can sit, like when I say accept yourself, that's not going to be easy, right? If you can sit with uncomfortable parts of yourself with somebody else with you, that's where the real healing comes in. That's where the real healing play comes in. Therapy is a pseudoscience. I don't believe that, but I also know for a fact many people have had very bad experiences with therapy. Don't look at the word therapy as just therapy. Look at it like I'm going to sit with another person, another human being, and be the most vulnerable I've been in my life. That has to lead to an outcome, whether it's bad or it's good. And not to say every therapist or every coach out there is the right fit for you or knows exactly what you're doing. Let me pull a card. Okay. We got the 5 of Earth card coming through. This is about fears surrounding money. The wisdom to also accept help from others, you guys. This is another card talking about the wisdom of accepting help from others. That's a main theme of tonight. Maybe, and star card coming through. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Thank you. No, I'm not Brazilian, but thank you so much. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. Does food be put into her body except her thoughts long term? I don't know. Sometimes you can get lost in the spiritual self-improvement Taco Bell sauce. And when people are talking to me and they're like, oh my God, eating meat is like digesting a bad energy. I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to survive. I can't. Like, if I'm about to adjust my diet, it's gotta be a different wavelength. Like, it can't be too woo woo when it comes to diet, I'm sure it can, but I don't like thinking about that personally. I think it's just doing too much to my brain. Like, I can't personally handle that. But let's read this 5 of Earth card coming through. Let's read this. Sorry, y'all. I'm taking my time. I hope the quality is a little bit better in comparison to last stream. Let's see what we got. Okay, 5 of Earth card coming through. I like the look of this. It's like a house. Very nice. Okay. You are too focused on what you don't have. A mentality of lack is creating a lack reality. Through the law of attraction, help is close by, but your pessimism is preventing you from recognizing it. It's time to reassess your thoughts, the words you use, and your beliefs about money. Stop complaining and accept any assistance that's offered. Fortunately, matters are going to improve, and your unpleasant feelings are only temporary. In the meantime, it's important to take care of your physical and emotional health. Additional meanings of this card could be uncertain self-employment, financial downturns, unsuccessful legal battles. Let's see. How do I deal with bullies at work? I want to play on the company softball team, but one of the guys at work says the only role I'm qualified for is that of beer wench. Yeah, who's ever telling you that, I don't know if you have like HR, but I might, I not saying that you need to do all that, but it's important that you don't feel extremely bullied at the place of your work. You might need to quit. You might need to take a look at that guy and say, if I've never done anything, if I've never been mean to him and he's commenting on my looks, like this comment right here, this is an inappropriate comment for the workplace, and that's not on you. That's not on you, Frank Ducky. That's not on you. That's on him. That's a wild comment for a workplace. Why do you think therapy has a stigma attached to it? Because I think people have bad experiences in therapy, right? Sometimes you don't find the right match. And also therapy is about sitting with your trauma. And some people are going to be good at bringing you to realizations. Other therapists are just there to get a paycheck. Like you gotta see who you're searching for. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what other cards we can get. And then I'm going to be hopping off here kind of soon, you guys. But I really wanted to thank you guys all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. But we're going to pull another card. All right. We're going to see what else is going on in this collective energy, especially with the need for help, right? The need for the help that we're not getting. Yeah, you got to go to HR for that. Yeah. Some people make a joke that your therapist doesn't actually want you to solve the problem, so you keep going and giving them money. That's a bad therapist. First of all, that's a bad therapist. Second of all, life is hard, You might always need therapy, even if you're like 10 times more healed than you were yesterday, right? Therapists are really, they're like a privilege if you can find one, and a coach, like I do therapy work outside of here, and I also, y'all got the star again. So hope is on the horizon, you guys. Hope is on a horizon, and the moon card. So you guys cannot see this yet. Release fears that hold you back is what this card is really about. How do you find a therapist? I'm a coach, you guys, so feel free to check the description below. If you guys also want to donate to this channel, your girl's got to eat, so feel free to check it down in the comments. But nonetheless, I really just appreciate you guys for being in this live and sharing your energy with me. Right, this. And also therapy is uncomfortable, man. Like, we're not talking about going to the grocery store and ordering some food, right? Like, we're talking about sitting with trauma. So, sometimes people feel uncomfortable with that. Okay. Let me pull another card. Do you do therapy? Yes, I do. I tend to work in my coaching. I tend to take the IFS approach, which is a more therapeutic approach. But again, coaching can be catered more towards your needs. It's a little less serious. However, I do therapy outside of this work. Okay, what does the collective need to know? Okay, we got the Two of Air card coming through. This kind of reminds me of the Moon card. This is about not being able to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending that there is no problem. So this is like you got blindfold over your eyes right now in the energy, in the collective energy. Let's see. Okay. So I'm not like I'm in school for this. However, you can book a coaching session with me in the link below, and I can take a very therapeutic approach with you. But I currently am in school. However, I will get licensed, and there might be an insurance option that I can do through this YouTube channel. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay, that's going to be a little bit later in the future. But let's read this Two of Air card. So you're struggling with a decision. You have conflicting emotions or thoughts about which way to move, so you're avoiding making a choice. Intuitively, you know what to do, but you're afraid to act and are at an impasse. Have faith in your own wisdom and move forward. There is a stalemate between parties. Compromise is called for. Find an impartial mediator to forge a resolution. Additional meanings of this card could be overanalyzing a situation, pretending there is no problem, complex negotiations, and self-doubt. So that is what that card is about, okay? I am going to be hopping off here in a little over 5 minutes. So if you guys want to drop any of your final questions below, I would love to see them. And I really appreciate you guys for tuning in with me tonight. Again, this is our second live stream. I hope it a little bit better. I hope it went a little bit better. Yeah, no problem. No, of course not. Of course not. I hope it went a little bit better than last time. Let's pull an oracle card. We need to see. Damn, the chat is going crazy tonight. We need to see some questions in the comments below for anybody who wants. Let's see some oracle. Tarot's taroting tonight. Hell yeah. Let's see. Okay. What do you guys need to know? What do you guys need to hear? Okay, we got the courage card coming through. This is going to be our final card of the night. It's the courage card. I'm hoping to try to do these streams once a week if you guys are interested in that. I'm hoping. No promises, but I'm hoping. Let's read the courage card directly from the guidebook. And let's clear the energy in this space right now. No worries, CK. Thank you guys for tuning in. And you can always watch the replay. It'll be up on YouTube. Thank you guys. Thank you. The replay will be up on the YouTube for anybody who wants to see, anybody who wants to engage. And also, I'm planning on doing more of these live streams. So if you guys got a question, feel free to write it down and then maybe bring that question to next live stream. I'm really here to help you guys. That's what this intention is about. Alrighty. Favorite tarot card? I really like the star card. I know that's pretty basic, but I really mess with the star card. It's one of my favorite cards, I'm not going to lie. Alrighty, let's see. This is a funny thing, y'all. Like, I got to pull out the guidebook. I'm hoping like a couple years from now, I won't even have to use the guidebook, but I'm still very much used to this. Okay. So I have a lot of different favorite decks. I'm not going to lie. I can't choose. I can't choose. Alrighty. Okay, so we got this courage card here. The card brings you courage. You're halfway through a current battle and you have more left in reserves than you think. Be courageous. Humans often struggle with change, but sometimes change is absolutely called for. This may be one of those times. The more you refuse to budge on a situation now, the more painful the outcome may be. Sometimes the brave thing to do is compromise. Keep going and do what it takes, even if you're scared. As long as no one is being harmed, push through. As no one is being harmed, push through and do what you need to do. You're at the end of a cycle and at the start of a new one. So this is about ending a cycle and beginning a new one. What you don't willingly release now, if you know it has to go, could be ripped from you. So release your grip on the situation. So at the very beginning, this was a lot about taking a sensible approach, and I really think that this is kind of reiterating that. The idea of blood is often a frightening image. However, blood is also a giver of life. Without it, you wouldn't last long. Your situation is as it should be. Breathe and then keep on going. Do some shadow work. A change is coming. Don't cling on to the past. A portal of opportunity is opening up. Leave the past behind you now, for it is of your own good. That's really cool. Have you guys had the privilege of witnessing a blood moon before? I think that sounds very, very nice. Alrighty, okay. I was gonna say, final thing we're gonna do here tonight is we're gonna take a deep breath in, smelling the flowers, okay? And then when you guys are ready, blow it out like you're blowing a candle. Like you're blowing a birthday candle. Deep breath in, smell those pretty flowers, and then out like you're blowing a birthday candle. And I feel this. I actually heard something parroted by one of my favorite tarot readers, Mark David Meyer with The Fire, here to share ideas and bring our collective vibe higher. And he said that some of y'all haven't taken a deep breath since your childhood. That's what he said. And that really resonated with me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Okay. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your energy and hope you guys have a good rest of your evening.